Hi, nanasad ko. So now we are going to talk about Module 5, Safety and Health at Work. Okay. So kanina module, there's another proverb. Ang naa sa first is, ang kaligtasan ay dapat pinaghahandaan. Ang English niya, safety doesn't happen by accident. Okay? So, ang objectives ani niya na module is, by the end of the module, you will describe the importance of good personal care and healthy habits at work, do poor hand washing techniques, identify unsafe situations that could harm people while on the job, identify ways to prevent accidents and getting sick at work, respond appropriately if there is a safety hazard, an accident, or an emergency at work. So about me sa inyuhang safety o inyuhang health sa work, especially karon na naanay pandemic. Okay? So, let's go first sa Activity 1. Introductory Activity. Welcome to Module 5, Safety and Health at Work. In the previous module of Work Habits and Conduct, we learned about several new things. Filling up a biodata and writing an application letter. Processes and tips during a job interview, workplace behaviors and attitudes, and time management. Okay, so kani siya na part, activity 1 is a review kung unsay inyuhang nasabtan sa module 4. But kadtong mga students na nag-una sa 5, nag-una sa 6, wala ka 4, you can skip this part actually. Okay? Kay wala pa naabot ang module. So wala na sunod ang inyuhang module. But kanira na question inyong skipan. The next one, read the proverb. Kato kong gibasa ganina, unsay meaning ato. Okay, katong safety doesn't happen by accident. Okay, ang kaligtasan ay dapat pinaghahandaan. Okay, unsay meaning ana. Okay, next question. This module will focus on health and safety at work. What is the connection between this topic and the proverb? Unsay connection atong proverb sa title sa atong lesson? How does this topic relate to real life? Unsay connection ani niya sa imong kinabuhi karon? Okay? So, ang key topics nato ani na module is healthy habits, hygiene and sanitation at work, hygiene o sanitation unsa ang pagkalimpyado ninyo or unsay gihandaan niyo sa inyong lawas sa inyong work, hazards in the workplace and ways to make work safer unsaon siya na mas safe para sa inyo ha. Healthy habits will help you maintain good health and work life, sufficient sleep, exercise, avoiding drinking and smoking, good nutrition, safe hygiene practices, being positive. Okay, so being positive, di ka mag-negative para walay negative vibes. Okay? So when you wash your hands, especially karon na virus, you have to wash your hands before eating, before preparing food, after using the bathroom, before and after treating wounds kung namoy samad, after touching a sick person, kung namoy puan, family member na nasakit, after ana, magwash hands. Okay, after handling garbage, nigunit mo basura, lain sa kayo mukaon mo dit sa way hugas. No. After blowing your nose, coughing or sneezing, diba? Timely kayo siya sa ato ang ihitabo karon. So, mag-wash hands or mang-alcohol. Pero mas nindot yun ang wash hands. Before breastfeeding, sa katong nagpatutoy na mothers. Okay, preventing germs. Na may tay source of germs, contaminated kitchen surfaces, dust, insects, rodents, and pets, dirty hands, and dishcloth, raw food. Wapay luto na pagkaon. Prevention techniques. Ensure surface are kept clean sa inyuhang kusina. Keep refuse refuse container, clean and away from food being prepared. Keep surfaces clean. Sa dust sa inyong balay, malimpyo jud. Sa insects, rodents, and pets, keep them away from food, particularly from dry foods kept outside or refrigerators or freezers. Store in tightly sealed containers para dili kaunod sa ilaga inyong pagkaon. Okay, dirty hands, wash regularly. Raw foods, separate to prevent contamination. Para walay dirty things na moadto sa inyuhang food. Okay. Kabaw na mo ani na part, so you number it. Based sa inyuhang na experience, ha? And then, most people have experienced or know someone who has experienced health or safety hazards at work. Put a check on the box to the left if you or anyone you know experience. Kung na-experience ninyo, chikan. Kung wala experience, ayaw. If you put a check mark on at least one, tell the story. Unsay nahitabo? So, kibali, gotten sick from spoiled or unclean food, either at home or in a restaurant. O kani, usara ka, example ako ihatag ha. Kung na mo experience ana, inyong sulti diri. So, for example, ang akong migo ni kaon, pagkahuman gikalibanga, pagkauli, ana, ina na siya. Ha? But English for high school, for elementary, you can answer English or Tagalog. Ha? And then, kani siya habits for good health. Kung inyo ning gibuhat ang nasa 1 to 8, ang inyong piliun diri always, sometimes, or never. Okay? So, inyuha siyang i-rate. Imong i-rate imong self kung asa diri. Pwede mong chikan, always ba? For example, I get enough rest. Kung permi mo nagsigatog, ali ka sa always. Pero kung sahay ra, ali ka sa sometimes. Kung wala jud ka rest, ali ka sa never. Ha? Next. Until the age of 14, di siya until 8. Sorry. Okay, next. There are health habits that you already practice, and there are those that you need to get better at. Healthy behavior is a broad topic, one that we could spend the whole course exploring. There may be additional opportunities to participate in more health-related learning activities in your community. Okay, basahon ni ninyo. Kaning create a song or poem about 3 of health habits mentioned in the table. Dili man ta kaingon na makahimo mog song kay lain sa kay pagkantahon ta mo no. Okay, poem lang ang inyong himuon. Tula. Tula, 3 lines naman. 3 or bisag it's up to you kung unsa katas-a ang inyuhang poem or inyong tula. But mention 3 habits kato sa 1 to 14. Kibali, maghimo ragud mo something na short, like 3 or 4 lines is okay. That's already a poem. Pero dapat nasay nagtugma sad siya, di sad sentence na inyong gisuwat, ha? Which healthy habit surprised you? Kani. Sa katong 1 to 14, asa may na-surprise mo, lo? Na di na na. Ana ba? Okay? And then, which healthy habit is missing in this list? Sa katong 1 to 14, asa man dito ang tanon mo, lo, wala lagi ni. Dapat manibuhaton kay para healthy ta. Ana. Opinion ra na ninyo. Okay? Next, aritas activity 2, healthy hygiene and sanitation practices. Okay, so in the last activity, we identified one of the important health habits for workers as striving to be clean and keep my surroundings clean. In many workplaces, this is called hygiene and sanitation. Hygiene is personal cleanliness, ang imuhang kaugalingon, imong gilimpyo, and sanitation is public cleanliness, ang kalimpyuhon sa inyong palibot. What can happen if we do not keep ourselves clean? Unsay may hitabo o inyo nang ansiran diri. Unsay may hitabo kung wa mo'y ligo, wa mo'y panutbrush, wa mo'y panghugas sa inyuhang mga kamot. Ha, inyo na i-explain diri. Napajud, what can happen if we do not keep our communities or workplaces clean? Unsa may tabok mo tay limpyo sa balay, wa tay limpyo sa atuang higdaanan, sa atong room, sa atong eskwelahan, ha? Inyo sa nang isuwat ya. Okay? Next, kani you will read this part, germs be gone. Okay. Personal hygiene practices. Okay? Unsay mahitabo sa inyo ha kung wala mo na limpyo sa inyong kaugalingon. Okay, read that part. Okay. This one also. You read these parts. Kay commonly questions will be asked sa kanang mga reading part. So you have to read those. Okay, basaha dyan ninyo. Okay, next. Kani siya reflection sa inyong gibasa. So what makes a hygiene practice easy to do? What makes a hygiene practice difficult to do? Ang inyong paglimpyo sa kaugalingon, unsaon siya na sayon, then unsaon siya na, asa siya na lisod na part. Okay? Next one, food sanitation practices. Basahon no sad, basaha ha, dili iskipan. Kay actually naara dira ang tubag sa inyuhang mga pangutana. Okay, so we have here, let's apply. Observe someone cooking at home. Kung nagluto si mama, nagluto si kuya, si ate. Is he or she following the practices stated above? Katong inyong gibasa. Ila bang gibuhat? Nang hugas ba silag kamot? Gihugasan ba nilag tarong ang mga kaldero? Okay? How about your refrigerator or food storage bins? Limpyo ba sila? Natarong ba sila? Ha? Isuwat ninyo diri inyong nakitaan. Ay lang sa kay daghana. Kana lang inyong nakitaan good unsa ilang gibuhat. Ha? Okay. Summary. Germs and microbes, ang kanang mabutang sa inyong mga kamot, diba? Mupilit sa inyuha kung hugaw mo, come from many different origins, including food itself, and can be kept out of food by following some prevention techniques. So we have here some prevention techniques. Ako na siyang gibasa, ganina. Okay? So, we have here another basahunun. Kani, basaha sa na. Health, hygiene, and sanitation practices continued. So, water and waste. So, basahan ninyo unsay mga importante na part, unsaon pag-prevent na dili ta mapilitan og germs o bacteria. Okay? Next one. Activity 3. Proper hand washing techniques. Kabaw naman siguro mo noon sa pag-wash sa inyong hands. Okay? Pero nagihapon ta diri pictures unsaon pag-wash hands properly. Okay? So, we have here, pwede na mong dili mag step by step kani. Or kung ganahan dyan mo i-apply o ato ka sa inyong kusina, panghugas sa imong kamot, sunda ang naasa steps. Okay, so let's apply. But anyway, continue ta. Activity 4, hazards in the workplace and application. Ano sa ng hazards? Kanang makasakit sa inyo or cause sa inyong pagkasakit. Okay? In order to be better prepared to be safe on the job, it is necessary to be able to identify different types of hazards, which can be divided into 4 categories. So, naay 4 things na makakos og harm sa inyuha. Natay safety hazards, chemical hazards, biological hazards, other health hazards. Sugod sa ta sa health hazards, can cause immediate accident and injuries. For example, hot surfaces, kanang ato kag pizzahan or burgeran, gunit ka sa ilang lutuan. Idi, pasok ka. Ano yung safety hazards? Slippery floors. Bisag ni ana na the floor is wet. Nagsigi mo dagan-dagan. Kay gigukod ka sa imuhang crush. Idagan ka, natuwad ka. Unay, safety hazards. Next, chemical hazards are gases, vapors, liquids, or dust that can harm your body. Examples, cleaning products, pesticide, nakaon nimo, na-inhale nimo, mo na chemical. Any chemicals na bad. Okay? Next one is Biological hazards are living things that cause disease such as flu, AIDS, hepatitis, and TB. For example, bacteria, viruses, or insects. COVID-19 is a virus. Okay, so nana siya sa biological hazard. Other health hazards are harmful things not in the other categories that can injure you, make you sick. These hazards are sometimes less obvious because they may not cause health problems right away. For example, saba kayo, wala kayo tug, saba kayo. In the future, masakit ka. Repetitive movements, nagsigi ka o sumbag, sumbag. Pagkahuman, wa ka kay baw na bali na di imuhang kamot. Ana siya. So, we have here some examples. Ha? Na siya. Kana siya mga examples na siya sa 4 different hazards. Basaha. Okay? Next. Think about places where you have worked. List down possible job hazards you may have seen in these places based on the different categories. So, sa workplaces or sa inyuhang balay, kung wa mo nag-work, especially sa elementary, unsa may tan-aw ninyo na mga hazard things na inyuhang makita. Okay? Pwede ra lima-lima. Lima sa safety, lima sa chemical, lima sa biological, o lima sa other health hazards. Ay lang palabiisan. Okay. Identify the hazards in the picture. Circle. Okay? Sa inyong part, di mo circle. Isuwat ra ninyo. Unsay tan-aw ninyo ang mga possible na makasakit sa ilaha. Ha? You can write at least 3. Tulo ra ka buok sa usa ka picture. Okay, so kanina picture, pangita mo hazard things sa ilahang picture, sa ilang kusina. Tulo ra ka buok isuwat. Kanisad. Tulusad ka buok na safety hazard sa grocery store scene. Kanisad. Tulusad sa office. Office scene. Unsa may mga hazard ani. Okay? So, anyway, next. Go around your house, list down hazard things na makita ninyo na alasad ni. Okay, next. Think about some workplaces that are close to your home that you can visit without making an appointment. Okay. Identify different types of workplaces. So, nasa diri. Sa inyuhang dapit, nani siya example sa nani siya. Okay? Next one. Arita sa 5.6. Dili ni siya ansiran ha. Inyo ra ni basahon na part. Okay? So you have here instructions. Visit your chosen workplaces. Whatever you have access, make sure you watch the time. Observe time. Okay. Kani siya, di man ta ka-observe. So skip lang sa. For now, skip lang sa ta. Okay, next one. Activity 5. Ways to make work safer and application. Okay? Controlling hazards. Okay, kani siya. Nasa your first method, remove the hazard. Method 2, improve work policies and procedures. Method 3, use protective clothing and equipment. Okay, so basahon sa na ninyo na part. Okay, kana. But here, think about 2 hazards identified in Activity 4, either at home or in the workplace. Use the 3 methods to list answers to the question, how can this workplace hazard be reduced and eliminated? So, pili ra kag usa ka hazard. Then, unsaon nimo siya na masulbad to nimo na hazard. Okay? Pwede ra na siya di kaabot og 5. Tan-aw ra nimo na solution. Ha? Ikaw rin magbuot pila ang imuhang isuwat ani na part. Pero usa, mamili kang isa ka hazard. Ha? Okay. Kani, second hazard. So, duha di siya ka hazard yung piliun. And then, you will find a solution. Ha? Okay. Next. Kani siya, naa na say scenario na pwedeng mahitabo sa inyo ha, inyo ning basahon and then answer the question, what solutions can you think of that might prevent this injury from happening again? So, unsay solution ninyo? Tanaw ninyo. Opinion na ninyo, ha? Kana siya, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 to siya ka scenario. Inyo tong ansiran. Unsa ang pag-prevent ato na problema, ha? Ha? Okay. Session 2, emergencies at work. Okay. Let's go to the key topics, types of emergencies that can occur in workplace, how to handle emergencies. There are different types of hazard. Kaya ako na ito gisulti kanina. Ways of controlling hazard. Remove the hazard. Improve the work policies and procedures. Use protective clothing and equipment. Okay, so mo na buhat na to karon kay tungod sa COVID. An emergency is an unplanned event that threatens employees, customers, or the public, that shuts down business operations or that causes physical or environmental damage, like fire, natural disaster, injury, or explosion. Okay. The next activities will be on learning what emergencies are and how to handle them. Atong sunod na mabasahan sa inyong module kay unsa pagkabaw sa emergency, unsaon nato pagsulbad din na emergency dita maratol. Before we move on though, let us review quickly what we learned about positive health and safety practices. What one hygiene practice did you start doing and how has it affected your daily routine? Sa tanan katong hygiene ways nagisulti ganina sa basahon. Inyo ba tong gibuhat? Nakatabang ba na ninyo? Panghugas og kamot, toothbrush, maligo, ano. Okay? Next. Okay, have you ever experienced a personal emergency? Okay, so experience gihapon. So dili stress. What happened and what did you do? How was it resolved? Kasi gibuhat. Yun sa nimo pagsulbad. Okay? So, let's apply. Kanisan, ansiran sa na siya na part. Okay? Next one. Responding to emergencies or staying healthy at work. Okay? So, Q&A on emergencies and disasters. Imong i-match ang naa diri na part sa diri na part. Okay? That is 1 to 27. Okay? So, inyo na siya i-match kung unsay dapat buhaton kung naay emergency. Okay? If you're inside a building, unsay buhaton, so na siya sa pikas. Imo i-match sa ABC until AA. Di siya until Z. Wala pa siya sa Z, kay 27 man. Okay? Na siya AA. Next. Review and assessment. O, review na ta sa module 5. Kadiyot ra na. O, mubo ra kayo ang module 5. True or false? Ansira ninyo. True or false man ni? Sunod inyo isuwat nga nung false ang inyong tubag. Kung false, inyong tubag. Pero kung true, dili ra ninyo ansira na part. Basig true sa tanan inyo answer ha. Kay di mo ganahan mo explain sa false. Ayaw. Kung false inyo answer diri, inyo i-explain. Gamay. Ay lang kay tas asad. Okay? Reflection, mo gihapon, ansira ninyo, numbers. And then, don't forget, Jude, to answer the last part, Module 5, Safety and Health Work, 1 to 10. Okay? Pili lang kung ase ansiran. Again, if it's English, answer all the English questions. If Tagalog, ansiri tanan Tagalog. Okay? Dili duha ang i-answer kay the same ra na. I-translate ra gyud na siya. Okay? So, anyway, see you again next time for Module 6. Bye!